1.5 length lead. Gormley wins the front runner. Gormley takes the lead, and Gormley wins the Santa Anita Derby.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Spa Babies, presented by Spendthrift Farm. I'm Dan Illman, along with Nicole Russo, and let's throw up the field for Saturday's Spa Baby race. It's race number 10 for 2-year-old fillies going 6 furlongs, a maiden special weight, Spendthrift Stallion Malibu Moon, represented by the number 2, always Carina and Nicole. This race has some big-name trainers, some big-ticket auction purchases, and some horses that have run really, really well first time out. With experience.
Yeah, and some really beautiful pedigrees in here. You've got $1 million auction purchase by, a prominent sire. You've got some first crop stallions represented. You've got a half to a Breeders' Cup winner. You've got a horse from that, wonderful family of Personal Ensign. Just a lot of outstanding pedigrees in this race.
And we'll begin with the number 1, Len Lo Lady, 15-1 on our colleague David Aragona's morning line. And Len Lo Lady has a racehorse pedigree. She's by Speightstown, who is as rock solid as they come, 14% with juvenile debut runners. The dam was a stakes-winning dirt sprinter. The second dam, a multiple stakes winner. Len Lo Lady draws an inside post, but shows some pretty quick workouts.
Yeah, I was going to say she seems to like it at Saratoga, coming off a pair of bullet works for Dale Romanson, shipping up to Saratoga from Churchill Downs. She's going to have to use that speed from the inside post.
Gotta love this pedigree on the 2, always Carina by Spendthrift Super Sire Malibu Moon, who can get you a runner on any surface. Always Carina is a half-sister to Structor, who won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf. The dam is a half-sister to More Than Real, who won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf. But I'm not ready to pigeonhole this filly as just a turf runner just yet for Chad Brown.
Absolutely not. And, Structor, I really believed, would run well on dirt. He had kind of a multi-purpose pedigree, being by Palace Malice. They wanted to run him long, so they put him on dirt turf last year. This year, before he had a little bit of a setback. Always Carina, being by Malibu Moon, should certainly handle the dirt. She would like a wet track, I believe. Malibu Moon is a good wet track sire if the Saratoga area does get some rain on Saturday. I would like Always Carina, even better going a little bit longer. That said, Malibu Moon can also sire a fast filly, the likes of Carina Mia and others. Just really a classy pedigree on a number of fronts.
Speaking of classy pedigrees, let's throw up the pedigree card for the number 3 Jouster, a $360,000 yearling by Noble Mission, who is the sire of Code of Honor, the winner of the Travers. Noble Mission's only 3% with juvenile debut runners, but look at this family. The second dam Breeders' Cup winner, Storm Flag Flying. The third dam Breeders' Cup winner, My Flag. The fourth dam undefeated Breeders' Cup winner and Hall of Famer, Personal Ensign.
Yeah, everything from this family seems to run. And obviously there's a lot of juvenile ability in there with Storm Flag Flying and her dam My Flag, who both won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. That said, the Noble Missions do tend to get better with age as they develop, as we saw with Code of Honor coming on as a 3-year-old. It's Todd Pletcher and Johnny Velasquez with a 2-year-old at Saratoga. But overall, the family really says distance to me.
Number 4, Capstone Girl, is one of 3 fillies in the race by Hard Spun, a $185,000 yearling buyback. The dam won 5 turf routes. She didn't break well in her debut. She moved up a bit in the early portion of the race, and then she flattened out pretty badly, looking like a filly that was in need of the race. But looking at this pedigree, she's out of a Johar mare. I wonder if she'll want turf down the road.
Yeah, Hard Spun, a multi-purpose sire over a Johar mare, certainly says turf to me. Didn't do much running in that debut after getting off slowly. Looks like she's trained well since, but I'll watch how she continues to progress.
The second Chad Brown trained first-time starter in the race is the number 5, Zainalarab, a $1 million Keeneland September yearling by Warfront. The dam, a Grade 3 stakes winner. I believe she won the Monmouth Oaks. This is her first foal. The second dam, a graded stakes winning sprinter. This horse has a tremendous pedigree, and she's trained by Chad Brown and gets her at Ortiz. Lots to like.
Yeah, and Warfront, a prominent juvenile sire internationally. You're crossing him over a Tapit mare. That cross responsible already for the likes of Halliday and others, but a lot of dirt in that female family. I think this is a female family that has also thrived on a wet track. Delightful Joy and others, I believe, have run well on wet tracks. Coming off what looks like a very good 4 furlong work on paper. Again, I would always encourage you to check out the Clocker reports produced by our colleague Mike Walsh and his team to find out not only how these horses worked, but how they did it, who they did it with, and their assessment.
Maybe Mattress Mac and Claiborne will pay off that big bonus for this run-happy filly, the 6, Peachy Queen. Let's watch her career debut for Danny Gargan on July the 19th. She's in the orange silks, and she ran okay in this race. The pace just held together. Lucifer's Lair sat second. Stonetown made the lead. Peachy Queen was on the chase, and she really never showed any quit. She keeps trying all the way down to the wire, and you have to think she's going to improve off this effort.
I think so for sure, especially for the Danny Gargan barn. They tend to improve with a little bit of experience. Nothing but speed in that female family with She's a Tiger and Smiling Tiger featured prominently. And She's a Tiger was a very good 2-year-old.
The number 7, Ogotten Girl, made her career debut on turf for Gary Gullo. Let's watch that race. Consider that Gary Gullo's turf stats are not good, but Ogotten Girl, she ran pretty well despite being green. She's on the outside in the yellow and black silks, and she's on her left lead all the way down to the wire, but she's kicking it in at the very end. She only gets beat 2 lengths, and being by competitive edge, I think she'll switch to dirt just fine.
Oh, yeah. I think overall her whole family does say dirt to me. She worked well on dirt in June at the 2-year-old sale. And competitive edge really, I think, got a little bit overshadowed in the freshman sire race last year, especially since his stable made it at Ashford, his American Pharaoh. But competitive edge just rock solid with his 2-year-olds, as you would expect from a Grade 1 winning 2-year-old himself.
Spun D'Etat, the number 8, was expected to improve second ad for Tom Amos, who does very good work with his second-time starters, and she did. Let's watch that race right now. She's in the pocket down towards the inside. She's going to alter course just to the outside of the number 6, Lady Lily, and she's going to keep on keeping on with an even finish. Now, she might have to improve just a little bit from a buyer standpoint, only incremental improvement from starts 1 to 2, but she does have the experience edge, some tactical speed, and Louis Saez can get aggressive coming out of the gate.
Yeah, and Tom Amos can strike with these horses at a price. Spun D'Etat just looks like a nice, steady, even horse, and sometimes those can jump up at a bit of a price. She's got the experience edge, kind of good, even buyers from this field. Will have to improve, but she's got a nice foundation.
And when you go into Formulator and you look at Tom Amos's numbers with third-time starters, they're very, very good. Over the past 5 years, 2-year-old third-time starters made in special weight dirt sprints, 8 for 18, a 315 ROI. Maybe Spun D'Etat does have another forward move. Let's watch the 9, Rookery's career debut. And Rookery just showed all try in this race. She's a hard-spun filly. She's in the brown cap, just drifted in a little bit, but now she's going to straighten herself out. And perhaps this pace just falls apart a little bit at the end, but Rookery is trying, and I like that she's in a little bit of traffic and seems unfazed.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought that was very encouraging. And I thought there were some nice horses in that debut race. There are a couple I'm watching for to run back. I like that she's got some dirt speed in her female family. She's got the Grade 1 winner Game Face as her Grand Dam. I like that in there to balance out Hard Spun over Bernardini, both of whom are a little bit more distance-oriented sires. I do think this 6 furlongs to about 7 furlongs is going to absolutely be her wheelhouse.
And Wayne Catalano, who's been in a little bit of a slump with his debut runners, he won with the second-time starter on Wednesday. He'll try to repeat the pattern with the number 9 Rookery. Let's take a look at our top selections for Saturday's Spa Baby race presented by Spendthrift. You like Rookery in here. We're both going with experienced horses, although, boy, I wouldn't be surprised if one of these first-time starters is a stakes horse.
Yeah, I definitely think so down the line. As I mentioned, there are a couple in here, including Chad Brown's 2 horses, I think, who I would like with a little bit more distance down the line. That being said, I think Rookery is really going to take a step forward off that debut. We'll be able to work out a nice trip from the outside. Spun, is your top selection. I'm counting on to be right there, has been so consistent so far. And in the mix behind them, I am putting another one of the experienced horses in Ogotten Girl, but I am putting one of Chad Brown's horses, who, as I mentioned, Malibu Moon, a very nice wet track sire, should that come to pass.
I've been encouraged by Spun D'Etat's professionalism and consistency from 2 starts, and I'm hoping she can take a step forward for Tom Amoss. I think she'll be a solid price on the tote. I'll go Spun D'Etat. Nicole's going Rookery. It's race number 10 at Saratoga on Saturday. It's Spa Babies, presented by Spendthrift Farm.